And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Waits through the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run game.
And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. They were not going to catch him that time.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last position, very efficient, precise. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Caught in the flat by the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's hit as he throws it. Catch made in space. Look out. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Off the penalty, the offense will now set up in the red zone with a first down. On the run here, lets it go. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking to scramble. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of one.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To throw, it's Valdez. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Finds his man. It's Fowler. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Fowler. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. The short completion of the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He'll throw it now. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really...
He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Valdez. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive game for the offense.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He knocks it through with confidence. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Scanning the field, it's Valdez. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the same runner's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Catch made over the middle. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, FIU.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He makes it into the end zone to add two more to the lead.
No issue here. Quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico State offense on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Defense does a really good job here of sitting back in zone coverage, making the windows very tight in the middle of that secondary, and it's tough for the quarterback to make that read.
Inside deals now from the shotgun. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Throws it to the right. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. He's at the 50. Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. A huge defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
New Mexico State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. It'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receiver in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Fowler. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
To throw, it's Valdez. Looking for six. Touchdown, Panthers. This air attack is still unstoppable. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Fighting off the defender. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions.
He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the out route. Has it back to the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. A It's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28.
Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll run it from the gun. The defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Back to pass. It's Valdez. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss in 2.
Boy, these hobbyist running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He finds his man. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into open space. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Working clock with the ground game. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Maybe a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Having been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
So second down after the incompletion.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the...
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Quick throw caught over the middle. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And it'll be Slugger right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
To the air, it's Valdez. Running out of time in the pocket. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. That should be enough to secure the upset. This team came in the lower-ranked team intent on proving a point, and they've gone out and done that.
What a great way for them to close it out. And really, they played well the entire game and a chance for them to build some momentum. And for the loser, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. An opportunity to possibly still make a run and get in position for the postseason.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Lamar International 56, New Mexico State 28.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
He escapes the pocket. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Snags a quick throw.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
This drive has now reached the red zone. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. QB to the tight end for a completion. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Well, this one, I mean, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this?